this session, we will learn stress distribution in the soil mass. Stresses are induced in the soil mass due to overlying soil and due to applied loads. Like in this figure, we can see the overlying mass of soil, that is self weight of soil, is acting on this particle, as well as additional load or any construction of the building will add load into this existing soil strata. The stresses induced in the soil due to this applied load depends upon the stress strain characteristics, which are extremely complex. So for the simplification purpose, we made some assumption like soil mass is in homogeneous nature, it is in isotropic nature, etc. Geostatic stress. Now the stress due to the self weight is termed as a geostatic stress. Here in the soil particle, you can assume a soil element is having stresses from all the directions. In geotechnical engineering, always horizontal direction will be treated as x direction and vertical direction will be treated as z direction. The third direction will be considered as y direction. Here in this figure, we can see the horizontal stress, that is sigma x, is acting on this vertical plane, and the vertical stress, that is sigma z, is acting on this horizontal plane. The depth of the soil will be mentioned in the z symbol. The stress we can calculate with the help of unit weight of soil and how much depth of soil is present, that is z. Horizontal stresses at any point are highly variable and it depends upon type of soil, conditions of the soil, as it is a stretched soil or compressed soil. So we assume in this sigma x is equal to sigma y, and the ratio of horizontal stresses to vertical stress is termed as lateral stress. So this coefficient of lateral stress is equal to sigma x upon sigma z. The value of this lateral stress can be obtained with the help of Poisson's ratio mean. From Poisson's ratio and the sigma z calculation, we can find out the horizontal stresses acting in the soil mass. The stresses due to the surface load can be calculated with the help of these theories: Bosing's equation, Westergaard's equation, approximate methods. As per Savitribai Phule Pune University, in the syllabus, we will start with Bosing's equation for the point load. Joseph Bosing was a French mathematician and physicist who has developed this theory for finding the stress at any point under the soil, with consideration of assumption as soil mass is inelastic and homogeneous, having constant value of modulus of elasticity. Soil is isotropic, that is, it contains identical properties in all directions. Soil mass is in semi-infinite, it extends in infinity in all directions below the surface. Soil mass is weightless and free from all the residual stresses before application of this point load. Here we can see a P point where we want to determine a stress which is lying below this ground level due to the surface point load of Q. The distance of P point from the axis of loading is R, and the depth of this P point from the ground surface is Z. The angle made by this P point with the loading point is beta, and the diagonal or radial distance between the loading axis or loading origin to this P point is capital R. We want to calculate sigma z, that is stress caused to this point due to this surface load Q. For the polar stresses, Bosings have derived this equation for xyz direction as it follows: sigma r is equal to cq upon 2 pi into cos beta upon r square. Here cos beta from sine cosine theory we get as a z upon r. But again it is little bit difficult to determine diagonal distances in practical. Hence we term it as a horizontal and vertical distances and convert this r into the form of square root of r square plus z square. After simplification of putting the value of r and cos beta in this equation, we put the final value of sigma z as in simplified form as 3q upon 2 pi into z cube upon r square plus z square. As in this formula, q is the surface point load which can be shown in kilonewton or newton. Z will be the depth where we want to determine the stress. R will be the horizontal distance from the loading axis where we want to determine the stress. We consider this problem like find intensity of a vertical pressure at a point 3 meter directly below a 25 kilonewton point load acting on a horizontal ground surface. First, we will try to solve this half of the problem. In this first half, they have mentioned that vertical pressure of 25 kilonewton point load is given. So here Q is equal to 25 kilonewton, and as this point, the stress where we are determining is directly below this point load. Hence R equal to 0 as there is no horizontal distance. And for this first case, Z will be 3 meter. After solving with Bosing's point theory with the given things, we will get the answer as 1.33 kilonewton per meter square. For the second half of the problem, they have given the vertical stress at 2 meter horizontally away from the axis and at the same depth of 3 meter. Hence, for the second case, we will consider R as 2 meter and Z will be 3 meter. With the same formula, we will determine the sigma Z value as 0.53 kilonewton per meter square. Thank you.